Hi, I'm Ashley Cooley, a birth, baby, and sleep specialist and mom of 3. There's so much information out there, right? This show is dedicated to helping you clear out the noise so you can figure out what will work best for your baby and your family. If you're looking to learn more about your baby, gain more confidence in your parenting, and get as much sleep as you can through it all, you've come to the right place. Bringing Up Baby is about to get a little easier. Welcome back to the Bringing Up Baby podcast. I'm your host, Ashley Cooley, birth, baby, and sleep specialist and owner of Birth Baby Sleep. Today's episode is a little bit different. I wanted to actually pop on and talk about something that I've been in on and some others have been all in on with me lately, which is the Pregnancy and Parenting Expo that we hosted last month. Actually, it was just a week ago. I think I can consider myself fully recovered at this point. It took a few days because it was so busy and it was so exciting and there was so much going on. So I thought I'd just share a little bit about what the expo is in case you haven't heard about it or have been able to attend yet, why we do it or why we did put it on, some behind the scenes stuff, some highlights, some learnings, and maybe share a few tidbits on our next event. So, again, in a nutshell, this was such a huge commitment for us. The Pregnancy and Parenting Expo is relatively new to the Halifax area. That's where we are. I would say I think it was 2017, 2018, pre-COVID days for sure, but there used to be an expo that myself and some others that have been in the birth and pregnancy and postpartum world have attended before. And then there were a number of years pre-COVID, but of course during COVID. I hate that is such a significant part in our life that we use it as a timestamp, but here we go. It had been a number of years since I had attended anything like the expo, and therefore since the public has been able to attend anything like that of its kind. It was just always in the back of my mind of like, I really wish we could do this again. I really wish somebody would host an expo, a place where there's a vendor market of places and people and services that can help support you during your pregnancy, postpartum parenting journey. Some ways for the public to learn and get some education around what they're going through or what they will be going through, and just a chance for us all to get together, basically. And so I was really missing that. And an opportunity came up a couple of years ago in a small town nearby in Porters Lake, where we actually decided to partner with Kindred Health Collective, and where they're out in Porters Lake because there was a small space there available. We're like, let's do something. What can we do? What can we pull together kind of last minute within a few months, and decided on an expo. And so we're like, you know what, we got this little space. We've got some vendors like myself and a few others that I know of that I'm friends with that would be totally into this. Let's just do it kind of low key, minimal scale, as minimal as possible, I guess. And just see if this is something that the public wants, if this is something that I actually still want, or that those of us in the community want. So when we did that a couple of years ago, it was really fun. It was a beautiful day. We had some people come out, but of course, because we weren't right in Halifax, we missed a lot of people. So last year, I brought the Pregnancy and Parenting Expo to the center of Halifax. So we get right into Halifax. That made a huge difference. We blew up last year with attendance and vendors and information and all the things. And so we wanted to obviously do that again, but it was just apparent very quickly that not only did we need to do this, but we need to do this all the time. We need to keep doing this. So in case you missed it, the Pregnancy and Parenting Expo is our main event. It's our annual event. The only really of its kind around here, and it was created to connect local families with trusted experts and services and products all under one roof. I keep describing it as it's like, this is where you're going to find your village. This is where you're going to find the people, the places, the services, the activities that are going to help support you and help you stay sane and help you thrive in your pregnancy and parenting journey. So it's just so nice to have all of us together, like all of us as the vendors. We love getting together. Like we would pay just for us to kind of hang out, because we don't get to do it as often. And the fact that we get to have the public come in and we get to meet you and you get to meet us and we can all kind of work together is just icing on the cake. It's amazing. So the goal was simple. It was to give families real life access to people and resources that they can learn from through their pregnancy, through early parenthood, but also to, just be in the know, and let's stop Googling things. Let's try to stop research on our own in our homes with the internet, and maybe with some helpful, some not so helpful advice and opinions from others. Let's get it all right the first time, and let's all do this together at once. So let me tell you, it was a whirlwind last Sunday at the Pregnancy and Parenting Expo on May 25th. It was a whirlwind, but in the best way. And even though this was something that had been brewing for a while and we were always kind of constantly working on it, the final month before the event is clearly just go, go, go. And that's why we had to put a little podcast here on pause for a hot second and just really gear down to make this event what it was. I was wearing all the hats: organizer, communicator, vendor, wrangler, mom, like just doing all the things. I did have some really wonderful help. We had some great volunteers that came out. My mom came, my sister-in-law, so some family, some friends, some volunteers, and then all the vendors obviously playing their part and helping getting people there. So it was really a team effort. But one thing I didn't expect, this is actually a big thing. Like the whole point of doing this expo is like what I've been saying, for some of the vendors to get together, for us to be able to hang out and share our knowledge and services with you all, for us to meet, and for you guys to just see and learn about who's out there and what could be helpful to you. But what was actually something I didn't expect was the feedback that we got back from you guys, those of you who attended. The biggest thing that was ringing true for all of you is that you learned so much. I can't even believe that I didn't even consider that that's what most of you would be walking away with, was the knowledge, the confidence that you now have going into or being in your pregnant body, getting ready for birth, having a baby, having kids, parenting, all the things. You all came away from the expo with so much knowledge that I'm blown away. It gives me goosebumps talking about it. Just that you guys really got so much more out of it than even what I was expecting. And I'm so glad for that. Obviously, we wanted you to learn some things while you were there, but I honestly thought that people were coming for the prizes. We had some wicked prizes to give away. I thought people would be coming for prizes, maybe some free diapers, some free samples, get to know and meet a couple people that could help them along the way. But the fact that you guys came away with all this learning and knowledge and confidence is just amazing. It's amazing. So some of my favorite moments, I got to say, included seeing the workshops. The postpartum panel was amazing, but all the workshops that went on too, they were full. Everybody wanted to get as much information as they could from that. Now, full disclosure, in the space that we had for the last 2 years, we were in the same location in Halifax, and it's one room. So we actually had the vendors and the sessions all happening in the same room. So as you can imagine, at times, maybe it was a little bit harder to hear or too loud for somebody to be talking. Anyway, all that being said, I know that wasn't an ideal scenario. We kind of had to work with what we had. It is my mission in life for this next year to make it so that in 2026, we're going to have a bigger, better location. No offense to the Halifax Forum. We are so thankful for them in hooking us up with that space at Maritime Hall the last couple of years, but we've just quite literally have outgrown it already. And so I'm on the hunt already, and I should be announcing to you relatively soon when and where the next expo will be next year, and it will be in a different location because I hear you. We want more space, and honestly, it's something I was already aware of. We just had to do what we had to do. But all that being said, highlight number one was checking out those sessions and seeing all the people that were part of it, the questions that were being asked. I think it was really, really helpful to have our postpartum panel in the afternoon, and that literally could have went on the whole time. Like we could have been talking about that postpartum so much more. And I hope that we do. That is the plan in the future, again, is to have more of what you're looking for and what you're going to be able to take away. And this panel was amazing. We had a bunch of doulas that, all kind of run in the same circles, but they were offering such really insightful, helpful tips. A perinatal therapist, and wonderful host, Ashley Kilbertowski of the Mom Existence podcast. She was amazing too, sharing her own sort of wisdoms and moderating the panel just in a way that she does like with her podcast, which is really just like, let's talk about the real shit. Let's talk about what's really going on and what, not the stuff that Google's just going to tell us, but like, what do we really need to think about, prepare for, get support with, etc. It was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. And for anybody that missed it, I'm so sad that you missed it, but I understand. And just please know that that is always our goal here at the Bringing Up Baby podcast, and for our events, is to bring you this kind of stuff. So there will be more to come, but that was a really big highlight for me. I think another highlight was just the fact that so many people actually came and told me that the cost to attend the event was surprisingly low, that they would have paid so much more to get access to all that they got access to at the expo. Like before you even walked into the room, when you register at the front table, the snacks, the swag, just all that you get before you even enter the building is well worth the $10 or $15 that you paid to get in. And so that's always a pleasant surprise. Of course, I love it when people feel like, whoa, I'm getting my money's worth before I even get in here. And that you're actually willing to say, I would pay more for this, Ashley. You should raise your prices. I get that a lot. I understand. But I also want to make this accessible to as many people as possible. So I'm just really happy that you guys are happy, that you really feel like you got what you came for and then some. That is by far the ticket for me. Like, I'd rather give you more than what you're expecting and have those fun little bonuses. So I was pleasantly surprised to be hearing that so much. Obviously, an event highlight for me was getting to connect with all the vendors. I get to meet so many new people and engage with different service providers or experts in the field that I maybe otherwise wouldn't have just by hosting this expo. So that's been such a wonderful highlight for me. But having us all work together, seeing the possibilities of partnerships, not just with myself and some of the vendors, but with the vendors themselves and everybody like, oh, I didn't know about so-and-so. And like, oh my gosh, we're in the same area. We should partner up. We should do something. Like there's just so much of that going on, which again, to me is worth it alone to have the expo. But obviously we're doing it for more than just that. And lastly, it's just the buzz, the energy from the families when you were leaving. You know, I was able to see, my table was towards the front. And I was able to see people coming and going a lot. And most of you, if not all of you, you look so happy when you were leaving. And some of you stayed almost the entire day, which is so amazing. You wanted to take in all the sessions. You wanted to really reap the benefits of what we were doing there. If you didn't stay the whole day, you stayed for a number of hours, or you came and went and saw and conquered and left and got some lunch and came back because you wanted to check out the panel or some other sessions. Like that is exactly what we were looking for and hoping for, was that for you to just come, enjoy yourself, get some free stuff, meet some people, learn some stuff, and enjoy yourself and look forward to this journey that you're on. And I think we accomplished that. I feel really good about it. But of course, if any of you have other feedback, something to share, some criticisms, some suggestions, whatever it is, I am happy to take it all in. So please reach out anytime. You can email me at ashley@birthbabysleep.ca. You can fill out a contact form on our website. And just let me know what you thought about it, or if you do have suggestions in the future, because we're always trying to make this better. We already have lots of suggestions, but I'll take them. This is not meant for me to just do and put out there, and there it is. This is all for you guys. I mean, it's a little bit for me. I've been saying that too. It's a little bit for us as vendors because it's really fun, but it's mostly for you guys. So anything that you think could help with this, just please feel free to let me know. But honestly, again, I was just blown away by the turnout, the conversations, the fact that you guys learned so much. I'm just super, super thankful for it. So I guess just a couple little shout outs. I want to say a huge thank you to our sponsors. We had some amazing sponsors this year that really helped bring this all together. CST Savings was our main sponsor this year. They really brought it for us. They really made us be able to make this happen for you. So we're super thankful to them. We had Royale Diapers, which is part of Irving Products Limited. They came with some diapers. They did a giveaway for free diapers for a year, which that would be amazing to win. So we had CST Savings, we had Royal Diapers, we had International Nannies, which has just started to expand to Nova Scotia. And so if you're looking for a nanny or au pair service, I would check them out. We had Blossom and Birth, doula and lactation services be a sponsor this year. We're so thankful for them. McDonald's is usually a sponsor of ours. They're just really supportive and want to just see us shine and thrive and help this community. So thank you, McDonald's. And finally, we also had the wine spa. And while I know it seems maybe to some of you a little bit silly to have a place like the wine spa included as a sponsor in something for pregnancy and stuff like that, but you know what? They not only have a wonderful place for you to go and relax and recharge and take care of yourself, because self-care is so important, but they actually also partner with Blossom and Birth, and once a month they do, I think it's once a month, they do these drop-ins where you'd sign up and you get to bring your baby, because Blossom and Birth and the team over there is going to take care of your baby while you get pampered and pamper yourself, but also hang out with some other parents and moms and have a time. So they actually put on services specifically for those who are pregnant or postpartum or have little ones and are parents as a way to get together and have fun. So they were so generous in offering some support to us as well. So these sponsors, thank you so much. And an honorable mention, the biggest honorable mention of all, they weren't our sponsors this year. They weren't able to attend with us in person this year. They have in the past. They will again. Nurtured Products for Parenting. We cannot thank them enough. Even though they weren't able to join us this year, they came through with some amazing prizes, some amazing giveaways from some of their suppliers, but also just the shout outs, the just acknowledgement that we were putting this on and that they were so supportive of that. They brought over some rocking chairs, a Monty rocking chair, a change table, so we could have this kind of rest area if anybody needed to change their baby or just take a break or feed their baby or what have you. So they supplied that for us for no other reason than just to support what we were doing. So thank you, Nurtured. We really appreciate you. All right. So other than all of the things that we got to do last week in May for the Pregnancy and Parenting Expo, we're already gearing up for 2026. And I can't wait to share a few of those details. Before summer comes, we take a little break, but then we're going to get right back into it. Already dreaming up of ways to make the next one better. I've already got some things, irons in the fire, as they say. So hang tight. We'll get to share those soon. So if you couldn't make it this time, be sure to stay connected through our newsletter. Get on birthbabysleep.ca. Find us on Instagram at birthbabysleep, or the Pregnancy and Parenting Expo is also on Instagram. just at pregnancy_parenting_expo. So you can stay connected with us there to stay in the loop and find out when our next event is going to be and what you can enjoy through all of that. But of course, we will be shouting it from the rooftops whenever it comes up. So thanks so much for listening. I'll be back next week with more support and stories to help you feel confident and connected while bringing up baby. See you then. If you're looking for more information or support along your parenting journey, check out birthbabysleep.ca. That's where you're going to find prenatal classes, postpartum and new baby resources, and sleep support during the childhood years. Lastly, but certainly not least, if you got something out of this episode or our show in general, leaving a rating or a quick review goes a really long way to helping others find us. So please consider leaving one. That's all for now. I'm Ashley Cooley, and we'll see you back here next time.